bet you weren't expecting a new biome. Just ignore that part until the end. It's a spoiler anyways. I don't exactly have to say this, but I'm testing out A-Sprite to see if I like it, and I probably won't be switching over to it too soon if I do. But I needed to tell you my super long speech about why I made a Pong scene with it. Because yes. I also took a little to draw the official concept art, or whatever you call this. If you've seen the channel Wat Designs, you know this art. Mine was heavily inspired by it. And on the topic of new software, I also signed up for Milanote. It is super useful for organizing and reducing scope. And I might try out Godot after I release this game, or even before. So originally I intended for the game to take place on 5 islands, but I don't really like that idea anymore. So that means rebuilding the entire world. If you're new here, you probably have no idea what's going on, so Turquoise Legends is an open-world boss rush RPG. On the topic of bosses, I've recently drawn my first boss in A-Sprite. He looks so stupid. Of course, I haven't added this to the game yet. The Overhaul was mostly focused on the new biome and NPCs, so I could get a good feel for it before I give the player great power using a sword, because we all know that with great power comes great response. So, the new biome, I decided to call it Jelly Jackpot, or something. This area is based around slimes, believe it or not, and this one was the funnest to design. Basically, it's the same thing as the main area, but I added a shine to everything and made it more blocky and changed the colors. I don't get it either. I also added an NPC for this area. His name is Jeff, and just look at this little guy. What's going on? That's not supposed to happen. I will drop a nuke on Jeff's house if you don't subscribe. I've added 4 NPCs to the main area too. Their names are Brody, Martin, Acorn, and Apricot. Yes, Acorn and Apricot are twins, and they hilariously never get along. I know this overhaul wasn't that big, but seriously, one time when I was importing art into the game... As always, subscribe and do all the cool stuff. I am working on creating a Discord server, but I'm not quite finished with it yet. If you don't do the cool stuff, I'll drop a nuke on Jeff's house.